Hey, Scott, you know how some days you like to say that you're already 5 steps ahead of me? Well, sorry, buddy. Today is not one of those days. In fact, I think it's more like I'm 5 steps ahead of you. So it's going to take a minute to get you caught up, and unfortunately, it's going to take more than 10 words to do so, but you might want to sit down for a minute. I'll start off by saying thank you for everything. I don't typically say it, and you probably don't feel it, but I genuinely appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to work here, for placing your trust in me with everything you've charged me with over the years, and for holding me accountable to myself, and for your continued patience with some of my mannerisms, which I'm sure kind of rub you the wrong way. There have been a number of colorful exchanges between us over the years, and what I appreciate most about those is that you never really let them ever end with something more than what they were. You always found a way to get some sort of level of understanding and agreement between us, which I greatly appreciate, and I know is very hard to do sometimes. Those discussions are what allowed you to teach me the importance of listening so that I could hear others, and also the ability to readily admit when I'm wrong. Also hard to do sometimes. More importantly, you taught me the concept of winning versus being right, and that's been pretty significant for me. Most recently, you made me learn to take stock of myself and to take action on the things that I knew I should, but was putting off to avoid having to deal with those things. My marriage, for example. Most recently, you made me learn to take stock of myself and to take action on the things that I knew I should, but was putting off to avoid having to deal with. You've done a lot for me, which you may or may not realize, and in some cases did things that no other company, let alone person, would do in support of me, all of which I sincerely appreciate. I told you after my divorce I had something to give you as a thank you, but in my typical style, a simple thank you just doesn't quite measure up, and you wouldn't even hear it for what it really was anyways. You'd be too busy and you kind of half listen to me. So instead of letting you downplay a sincere thank you from me, I've been patiently waiting until now, so that the list of thank yous rather is long enough that you won't be able to avoid them. You won't be so distracted you can't hear them, and you're going to hear the people that care about you, that you are appreciated, that you do some pretty cool things, and that despite being somebody who says that they don't really care much about others, you should do a great job of faking it. Thanks for being a friend, Scott. Happy Bosses Day.
What I do appreciate the most about Scott is that he does listen to his employees, and he's just not a boss, he is a leader.
Hey Scott, if there's one thing that I appreciate about you, is the fact that you're always present. No matter how far away you are or how busy you are, you're always there to guide us towards success. So thank you for that.
He's very direct. Like, I never have to guess what he's saying.
One thing I appreciate about Scott is that he gave me this opportunity at Dymin to have a cool tech job and to grow from you.
Scott, I love the fact that you were true to your word from the very beginning, and you've allowed me the opportunity and the pleasure to work autonomously and help grow this company and be a part of this company and sharing your vision. And for that, man, you're number one.
Well, Scott, here we are. Happy Bosses Day. One thing that I do appreciate the most about you is that you take the time to listen to me and help me through challenges, whether it is with work or my personal life. I'm thrilled to be able to call you not only my boss, but also a friend. So thank you for being you, and have a great Bosses Day.
I guess if there's one thing that I like about Scott, it would have to be his sense of humor, actually.
I admire Scott's drive and the way he is always pushing for the growth of the company.
You can really tell Scott has a lot of energy and passion for what he does, and that really kind of drives the rest of us forward into the work that we do and pushes us to do better.
One thing I appreciate about Scott is his spunky personality and how he always has a smile on his face.
I'm thankful for Scott mainly because he's pretty understanding, and honestly, he's a master communicator. We have a pretty stressful job over here at Dymin sometimes, and it always seems like he's got, he knows the way to coach you, and specifically you, or me in this case. And he always does a really good job with getting me to see the big picture, no matter how flustered I am or stressed I am that week. So he just does a really good job of getting through to you and getting you on the same page, and pointing you in the right direction, for you to be successful. And I'm also thankful for him because he quite literally created a really great environment here at Dymin that allows me to grow. I've grown so much in the few years that I've been here at Dymin. It's really crazy. So he was the one who persuaded me and encouraged me to look into getting a job here anyways. And in more ways than one, I wouldn't be here without him. So I'm very appreciative.
Scott, I absolutely appreciate you giving me the opportunity and the chance to be a Dymin technician and sales. Not exactly what I applied for, but hey, it's awesome. Thank you.
One thing I like about Scott, he gives me enough PTO to be in Cannon Beach, Oregon right now. Thank you.
Scott is an amazing boss who has given me opportunities I never thought I would have. He's also one of the nicest people I know, willing to go out of his way to help just about anyone. I can't think of someone I would rather work for.
Hey, there's a lot I could thank you for, Scott, but two that come to mind mostly are that we can argue passionately, and it's not personal, and you've never asked me to do anything dishonest. I appreciate your integrity. Thanks.
Okay, Scott, I got two things I want to tell you. First, when I'm interviewing people here, the favorite question that I get asked all the time is, why do you like to work here? And I love this one because it's the same answer every time. I like to work at Dymin because here I can work for a company and work for a person that I truly respect, and where I can make a difference and I can feel appreciated, and I can bring up ideas and go places with them. And you don't get that at a lot of places. And that's the culture that you've built here, and that's one of the reasons why I've been here for 15 years, and I plan to take it even further. Number two, Scott, the most important thing that I've learned from you over the years here is that it's more important to win than it is to be right. And I mean, you know me, you know my natural style, and that is the one thing that I think has allowed me to grow greater than anything else here at the company. And it's a difficult concept to learn and truly appreciate what it means to win instead of being right, and how it is better for you. But I believe it, and I live my life by it now, and I think it just goes to show the caliber of the company that you've built here, because you put together a team of people who want to win, who want to go further and take this company to greater heights. And let me tell you, Scott, you have succeeded in what you set out to do, and this company's going to go great places.
Hey Scott, thanks for being a great mentor for the last 10 years. You've taught me a lot, and you've always got my back. I really appreciate it, and you're one of the best boss/owners I've ever worked with in my entire life. Keep up the good work.
Hey Scott, happy National Bosses Day. There's so many different things that I could list off of why and how I appreciate you. But one of the biggest things that I appreciate about you is that you don't judge a book by its cover. You judge somebody by their hard work and their character, and that means a lot, considering not a lot of bosses do that, and not a lot of bosses care truly and deeply about their employees. And I can speak for a lot of people where you don't only care about us at work, but you care about us as a person. And for that, I thank you, and I look forward to working at Dymin for a very long time.
Hey Scott, happy National Boss Day. You're a great boss. Thanks for hiring me.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. Happy Boss Day. I really appreciate the opportunity that you gave me. So, again, extremely grateful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.